In our last video, we showed you the Honda City 1.5V, and now we have something better, the Honda City RS. The Honda City RS, just like its variant name, is the top of the line, and it gets aesthetic upgrades versus other Honda City variants. So starting here in front, it gets blacked out grille, tapos honeycomb design ng grille niya dito, and it gets RS badging. It also gets full LED headlights, so meron siyang LED daytime running lights, multi-reflector LED headlights, and LED turn indicators down here. Tapos it also gets LED fog lights dito. Meron din siyang faux carbon dito sa kanyang lip. And overall, yung design niya, it's sporty and it's classy at the same time. And usually, hindi namin nagugustuhan yung mga color black na mga sasakyan. Pero this one, maganda yung dating niya sa amin. Baba lang ako kasi medyo mainit. So here on the side, there's not much difference na makikita nyo dito sa RS variant and compared to the other variants. Ang difference lang niya is that blacked out yung side mirrors niya. And hindi nyo gano'ng mapansin dito kasi same color na siya ng body, which is black. Pero when you buy other RS colors, makikita nyo na blacked out na siya. And then, meron din siyang LED turn indicators. Tapos sa wheels niya, it's just the same. Ang difference lang yung design. 16-inch, two-tone, machine finish, and black na alloy wheels wrapped in 185/55 Dunlop tires. Tapos, other than that, meron din siyang, same with the V, meron siyang smart key access. So, pag ilalak nyo, pipindutin nyo lang to. And then to open, pasok nyo lang yung hands nyo here. Then yan, open na siya. Here at the back, the Honda City RS is basically just the same with the other variants. Meron din siyang LED taillights, which looks very striking and very strong yung dating niya. And medyo hawig niya yung BMW, diba? Tapos, this one, that rear design is, I think, by far, yung pinakamagandang design sa mga subcompact sedans. And then, difference lang niya with the other variants is that meron siyang lip spoiler dito na color black. And again, black pa rin siya kapag sa ibang RS colors. And then, you have the RS badge right here. And then, meron kang faux carbon na diffuser dito sa baba, which is for aesthetic purpose only. Tapos, you have reverse camera, and beside it, you have your trunk release button. So inside, you have 519 liters of trunk space. It's big enough, decent enough. You can put anything that you want here, mga kailangan mo. Okay siya. And then, yun, you have your spare tire and tools dito sa baba. And one good feature pa ng Honda City RS is that meron siyang remote start function. So, kailangan nakalock muna or lock it first. And then, meron ditong circular arrow. You just need to press and hold. There, nagbukas siya, di ba? Pati yung AC niya magbubukas din. So, it will make your cabin cooler. And maganda ito kapag kunyari nakapark kayo sa labas, tapos under the sun, tapos ayaw mo na pumasok syempre kasi mainit, di ba? So, very okay yung function na to. Now, we're inside the RS and hihinaan muna natin yung aircon because nabuksan na natin siya kanina with the use of the remote start function. So, dito sa loob, everything is basically just the same with the other variants except for dito, it's leather na and meron siyang red stitching. Even dito, may red stitching siya and black leather. Tapos, dito sa climate controls, meron siyang red light around the knobs, which is maganda siya. And dito sa instrument cluster, meron siyang mga red accents. And even dito sa steering wheel, meron siyang red stitching around. Pero, basically, the same lang naman yung design niya. Tapos, dito sa seats din, meron siyang red stitching and tatlo na yung material na ginamit nila. Leather, suede, and fabric. Doon sa other variants, fabric lang siya. Dito, combination of three na, which is very, very nice. It's comfortable to sit on, hindi siya mainit. And maganda yung quality ng mga ginamit nila. And black na yung headliner niya and everything dito sa taas. So, sobrang ganda niya. Once you go black, there's no turning back na kasi talagang elevated na yung feeling dito sa loob. Ang ganda niya pag black na lahat. Going back to the steering wheel, the design is the same. Tilt and telescopic pa rin siya. Yan. Tapos, you have paddle shifters dito, which is very useful, very nice siya gamitin. And then, sa instrument cluster mo, like what I've said earlier, meron siya mga red accents. So, talagang sporty yung feeling dito. And meron siyang eco light button na nagpa-flash kapag you're driving economically. Tapos, dito sa both sides ng doors, meron na siyang tweeter. So, the sounds became better compared sa ibang variant ng CT. Tapos dito nga pala sa side ng door, leather na dito, which is very soft and smooth. So, parang sobrang comfy dito. Tapos dito sa center storage, itong armrest, leather na rin. And it's very, soft pa rin, smooth. And yung mga material dito, just like sa iba, hard touch plastics pa rin. And ito, I wish na, gawin nilang mas malambot, gawing leather or soft touch plastic. Kasi, naloko ako dito kasi yung itsura niya, mukha siyang malambot, pero hindi pala. Pero other than that, maganda yung loob niya. It feels very sporty, pang RS talaga yung dating niya. Next is the infotainment system, which is 9 inches with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So, tatry natin yung Apple CarPlay. There. Yan. So, very responsive yung screen niya. Maganda yung quality. It's HD. HD siya. And it's very responsive. It follows the commands well. So, madali siyang gamitin And yun nga, like what I've said sa naunang review ng CT, yung buttons dito, I wish na meron talagang mga knobs. Kasi better pa rin talaga yung knobs na yun And yung design pala nito, I forgot to tell you na parang pang right hand drive siya kasi nandito yung controls niya. Moving down, meron siyang single zone automatic climate controls and yun nga, merong red light around the knobs and the knobs feel very social yung feeling niya, matibay and maganda, satisfying yung sound niya Alam mong maganda yung pagkakagawa sa kanya. Tapos sa baba, you have your storage, you have your 2 USB ports, one for the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, tapos yung isa for normal charging, and then you have your power outlet beside it, another storage here, tapos 2 cup holders, your shifter with your eco mode button or econ button, and meron kang storage dito ng cellphones, and another storage dito sa baba. Hindi niyo siya nakikita ngayon, pero papakita namin sa screen. The RS has aluminum pedals which adds to the sporty look and sporty feels ng sasakyan na to. So, bagay na bagay siya for RS. Here at the back, again, everything is just the same with the other variants. Meron siyang aircon vents dito sa likod. Tapos yung back pocket dito sa right side ng passenger seat. And meron na siyang power outlet and power outlet. Dalawa siya. I just wish na ginawa na lang nila sanang dalawang USB ports or isang 12-volt power outlet and 2 USB ports on the side. Pero okay lang naman yan. And then, dito sa side, sa door, soft touch na rin siya. Leather na material dito, sobrang lambot niya. Tapos, I'm not sure lang, di ko kasi napansin dun sa V na variant kung meron siyang speakers dito. Pero this one, sa RS, meron na siyang speakers right here. And sa seat, sobrang comfy niya. Again, tatlong material, same lang yung design niya, transcend lang siya dito sa likod. And meron na siyang center armrest with 2 cup holders this time. Sa V kasi wala. So dito sa RS, meron na siya and super lambot niya and soft. Sarap niyang patungan. Yan. And then dito naman sa headrest, it's fixed. I forgot to say this din dun sa naunang review namin. Fixed siya. So, sad na hindi siya na-adjust. Tapos sa legroom, okay yung legroom ko. It's decent. I'm 5 feet and 5 inches. Tapos sa headroom naman, medyo sakto lang siya. So, siguro anyone taller than me, baka mahirapan na kayo or you feel uncomfortable na dito. Pero, ayun, basta ako, kasya naman ako dito. And it feels good naman dito sa likod. The Honda City RS is powered by a 1.5-liter iVTEC gasoline engine with Earth Dreams technology with 119 horsepower and 145 Nm of torque paired to a CVT. And again, this is the most powerful in its class, so let's bring it out on a test drive. Safety features on the Honda City 1.5 RS are 6 airbags, Vehicle Stability Assist or VSA, Hill Start Assist, ABS, EBD, emergency stop signal, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points. So since ako rin nag-drive nung City na V variant, this time si Julian naman ang magdadrive ng RS. So, Julian, go!
Okay, so now we're driving the Honda City RS inside the city. And na-drive ko din naman yung V na ni-review ni Iverson last time. So, makakompare ko naman sila. And since na-review na din naman niya, we won't be discussing it as much. So, na-surprise ako actually na for some reason, mas maganda yata tong RS compared sa V. Yung power niya pumapasok ng mas mabilis. And I don't know why, pero it actually sounds better. So, kaya medyo surprising yun kasi yung engine naman nila same lang. They're just the same 1.5 liter na with 119 horsepower and 145 Newton meters of torque. So, medyo, I don't know if Honda tuned this engine differently for this variant or same lang or kami lang, ngayon lang talaga namin napapansin na maganda talaga yung engine niya. Pero anyway, yung acceleration niya is actually quite smooth. As expected naman yun kasi CVT yung transmission niya. So yun nga, it doesn't feel like a CVT because hindi siya yung madrone na CVT. So when you step on it, hindi siya yung nag-iingay sobra. Hindi siya yung parang malag din. So very smooth yung application nila dito. And as I mentioned earlier, yung power feels very good. Again, this is the most powerful in the segment. So you won't feel at any time, lalo na inside the city, na lacking siya sa power. And I also drove this on the highway, so hindi talaga siya lacking in power. And it sounds really nice. So mamaya, papakita ko sa inyo, paparinig ko sa inyo kung what the engine sounds like. Sa steering naman, yung Honda City, as mentioned by Ivers on the other video, very smooth, very light. Pero it's also nicely weighted. So hindi siya yung light na wala ka nang nararamdaman. And then, hindi rin siya nakapagod. Pero, once you get faster, hindi rin naman siya yung masyadong light din at that time. In terms of NVH insulation naman, okay siya kasi this might actually be one of the best sa subcompact. So, road noise is very minimal. Actually, parang less din siya compared dun sa V variant. And then, wind noise, almost non-existent din siya. Except sa highway, pag malakas yung hangin. Tapos yung build quality as expected from a Honda, very good. So wala kang marinig na nag-rattle na plastic considering ang daming hard plastic dito sa interior na to. So very quiet talaga siya and it actually feels more expensive than its price. Now papasok tayo sa highway, so let's see how the engine sounds. Let's put it on sport and then we'll accelerate hardly. It's not the fastest car, pero yung paddle shifters, they're a really big help. And what I also noticed is that even if this is just a small 1.5 liter engine, meron pa rin siya yung sikat na Honda VTEC kick sound around 5,000 RPM. So my family has owned Hondas since I was a little boy, so tuwang-tuwa talaga ako dito. So once you get to highway speeds, it remains very stable most of the time. There are times lang na parang mapapastray ka out of your lane, pero hindi naman sila problem. Tapos yung steering feel nga when you're at highway speed, it's very very good. Hindi siya yung sobrang light, hindi siya yung may mga ibang cars kasi na kahit highway speeds na para ka pa rin sa loob ng city. In this case, hindi siya ganun. So, yun nga, because the light steering, pag mag-U-turn ka, it's very easy din, as expected naman. And lalo na, this is a very small car din naman. And that extra power then, compared to other subcompact sedan, really helps in merging with other traffic. So fuel economy naman, on the highway, I was getting around maximum of 19 kilometers per liter. So we drove this from Manila to Bataan. Tapos sa city, you can expect mga 15 to 16 kilometers per liter, which is pretty good. And dapat naman talaga ganun for this kind of car. The buyers of this car, very important sa kanila yung fuel economy. Despite yung mga like that good fuel economy, it's still a very good car to drive. Other cars, to give you that kind of number, you have to die down everything. But in this case, Honda is doing it really well.
The Honda City RS is priced at 1,058,000 Philippine pesos, and it is actually cheaper than the previous generation top-of-the-line variant. And knowing that and seeing what we have here, you get lots of and more value for your money.